Hey YouTube, it's Catherine, and I'm recording on my sister's MacBook again. So, it's a little bit shaky. I don't really know how to record this video. It's going to be difficult, but just stick in there because I really like what I'm doing. So, here is my shoe design. It's crisscross. I find it works best on Converse just because of the shape of the shoe and just kind of like the length of the laces. So it makes the laces a little bit longer, but it's not too much longer that's like unreasonable. I just decided to do this a couple years ago because everybody had this kind of Converse, and I wanted to make it different so that, you know, when you take your shoes off for PE or something, you can tell which ones are yours. So these are my old pair. I have this new pair that I want to do it to. I took the laces out. So what you're going to need for this is a shoe and some shoelaces. Simple. So just divide the laces in half so that you know the ends are the same length. And let's get started. So you just want to really make sure that the shoelace is, divided in half, and you can go ahead and get started just putting one end through the first hole right by the toe, the second end right through the toe, and then you just bring them both together, make sure that they're perfect length, because nothing's worse than uneven shoelaces, and that should look like that. It goes underneath, not over the top, and then you bring one end of the shoelace, go underneath that lace that you already have there, bring it up through, make sure there's no twists in it, and then you want to put the other lace, do the exact same thing, go underneath that horizontal first piece of lace, make sure it's not twisted, it looks better that way, and then bring both of them, make sure it's tight enough, because really if it's not tight enough at the beginning, it will never be tight, it'll always be loose. Alright, so now it just kind of looks like a tie. That's how you want it to look. And we can go ahead and get started with the actual real pattern we have here. So just take one end, put it through the second hole underneath, not over the top of the hole, underneath the hole. Do the same thing with the other lace. So now it's more of an X. And then what you have to do here is put it underneath the piece of lace you just made, so it kind of loops it over. Bring the other one and do the same thing, put it underneath the piece of lace that you just put through that second hole. And that's basically the crucial step. That's what creates this design. And once again, you want to make sure that there are no little twists or anything, because it just doesn't make it look as clean and polished. So just quick check to make sure they're both the same length, and you do the same thing. So through the third hole, underneath that hole, and you want to do both of the laces at the same time. So each step they'll do together. So now you can actually pretty much see that kind of crisscross pattern there. That's what you'll be doing the whole shoe down with. So now, if you didn't see the first step, we're going to do the same thing again, right through that lace you just did underneath it, so it kind of loops it around. Same one again with the other shoelace, right underneath. Make sure there are no twists. If there are, it's not a huge deal. It's just not going to look as nice as you wanted it to. So now do the same thing once again. Bring it through both those laces. Tighten it up. Make sure there's no loose lace. Put it underneath what you just did. again underneath what you just did. Straighten it out. And this is basically the last hole. So it doesn't take too long, maybe about 3 to 4 minutes if you have some trouble. So you just put it right through that lace you just did. And make sure that the lace is, nice and flat so it's wide. Alright, so now you have basically the whole pattern. Now simply, you just keep diagonally crisscrossing it, and just put it right underneath that last hole. And that creates your pattern. You can spend a little bit more time making it neat than I did, but I mean, the look will still be generally the same. I've got plenty of compliments on it, and I think you will too. And now I'm going to show you how to tie your shoes. You just do like that, make 2 bunny ears, wrap them around each other, pull it through, and there you go. Okay, so if you did it all right and made little changes to make it look a little better, your final product should come out looking something like this. The spaces in the middle here could be a little bit bigger, but if you take the right amount of time, it could look like that. So I'm pretty sure you can do this on any shoes, but I just like the look of it on Converse. I think it makes your feet look like a little wider because Converse always make my feet look a little skinny. So I prefer to make them look kind of like wider. It makes it look better to me. But yeah, if you have any questions about this, I know the video wasn't super clear. You can consult a web page that I actually originally got this from a few years ago. It doesn't give complete instructions, but just shows you a picture that's very clear. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!